Jackson digs it out. Hunsinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Carroll, they're battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field. And gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, as well as the IHSAA Champions Network here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana, as we have Indiana High School boys basketball coming your way here this evening. We have the visiting Yorktown Tigers coming into the ball game at 12-7 on the season, while they take on the 11-9 Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Hope all of you have had a wonderful start to your weekend, and things are about to get interesting here tonight. Obviously, it's homecoming 2026. Been a great evening here so far. We just had a highly competitive junior varsity game in which Yorktown won that one by a final score 43-40. And we're expecting another hard-fought physical ball game in this varsity game here tonight. This is a rematch of the county tournament, the semifinal game there between Wapahani and Yorktown, in which Wapahani won that game by a final score of 51-46. So it was a tight game then. We expect much of the same here tonight. Now, with that being said, Wapahani coming off of a victory last night on the road at Daleville, in which it was actually a pretty close ball game. Wapahani won 70-61. Daleville shot the ball really, really well last night. Probably the best they've shot it all year. They really made things very, very interesting. Wapahani thankfully was able to prevail there in the end. But no doubt a big win right there. We're currently 2-0 on the week, looking to go 3 for 3 on the week. We have the victory over Bethesda Christian on Tuesday. Obviously the win last night on the road at Daleville. And then here tonight against a tough Yorktown team that they are on quite the winning streak right here. They've won 6 in a row, dating all the way back to January 31st, where they beat Fort Wayne Carroll. They beat Pendleton Heights, and Pendleton Heights is a very, very tough team, full of, three big guys, very athletic. They beat them by 12. They beat Taylor by 14, Tipton by 22. They beat another Jay County team that also has height and athleticism. They beat them by 14, and then beat Muncie Central earlier this week. They beat them by 17. So they're really clicking on all cylinders right now. Yorktown is, and not exactly the time you ever want to play a team when they're hot at the right time. But hopefully Wapahani can kind of cool things off for them here. No question. These two teams, it's always a game that you circle on the calendar every year. It's going to be a hard-fought physical ball game. And, yes, Wapahani beat them in county, but that's no indication on how tonight will go. Tonight's a new night. We've got to be ready to play, and we've got to be playing from start to finish. We've got to leave it all out there on the floor. We've got to make it sure that, we're taking good care of the basketball. We're going to have to keep our turnovers to 10 or less tonight. Rebounding department, that's another very important key factor. Yorktown does have some height, but they're physical. We've got to keep them off the boards, limit second chance opportunities, and hopefully we'll have a few more on the offensive end as well. Create turnovers, get deflections, be disruptive on the defensive end, and then hopefully on offense, we attack the rack. we've got to live on the inside, and I think that will only help benefit us with our outside presence beyond the three-point line. So we'll see how much of that comes to fruition here tonight, but we're really looking forward to it. Again, this is our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. We'll be back here with tonight's starting lineups coming up here on the home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Recently received gold medals with distinction at the ISMA State Vocal and Ensemble competition earlier this afternoon.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Another beautiful rendition of the national anthem, once again performed here tonight by Wapahani student and cheerleader Macy Goodpaster. So very appreciative there of Macy. Just knocked it out of the park once again, as usual here tonight. We'll take a look here at tonight's starting lineups. First, the non-starters here for the visiting Yorktown Tigers. Number 5, Zuko Malungwana. Also, number 12, Zach Davis. Number 13, Gabe Cox. Number 20, Noah Kelly. Number 24, Luke Cahoe. Number 32, Ryan Burkholder. And number 34, Sam Tokar. And now for your Air Park Door starting lineup here for the Yorktown Tigers. Starting at one guard, he's a 5'9" sophomore. Number 3, Zayden Zoud. At the guard position, a 6'1" junior, wearing number 4, Mason Trammell. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 11, Quentin Richmond. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 33, Connor Roray. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 41, Javen Barnes. Again, the Yorktown Tigers are coached by Justin Olam, assisted by Cody Wolf, Luke Dunn, Grant Jones, chased by Winston Nash and Isaac Whitinger. So again, that is the Air Park Door starting lineup there for the Yorktown Tigers here tonight. Those will now kind of follow suit here of our PA announcer Adam Faulkner here tonight as the as the lights are turned off. The spotlights are turned on. The Raider Pep Band cranks up the intro music. And let's take a look here at tonight's non-starters for your Wapahani Raiders. Non-starters will include number 1, Connor Bell. Number 4, Riley Swift. Number 10, DJ Seagraves. Number 14, Hunter Rodifer. Number 24, Graham Cook. Number 30, Ethan Bragg. Number 32, Quentin James. And number 33, Noah Olson. And now again here for your Air Park Door starting lineup here for your Wapahani Raiders. Starting at one guard, he's a 5'10" sophomore wearing 0, Carter Bell. At the other guard, a 5'10" senior wearing number 3, Leighton Spence. At forward, a 6'3" senior wearing number 12, Caleb Lewis. At forward, a 6'4" senior wearing number 20, Eli Andrews. And at the guard position, a 6'1" senior, number 22, Camden Bell. Again, your Raiders are coached by Jeff Andrews. He's assisted by Brian Bell, as well as Andy Titgraff and Josh Hoffman. So again, stay right here with us. We'll have tip-off coming up. Wapahani and Yorktown here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Pass to the basket, gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell, right wing, 3 is up, and good. Yes, Camden Bell making it rain, baby. All right, folks, so the table has been set. 12 wins here for Yorktown coming into the night. Currently 7 losses. Wapahani with 11 wins and 9 losses. And it is game time here tonight from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Again, we'd like to send out a big thanks to our officials here tonight, Ryan Barr, Julian Robinson, and Michael Eason. So we will get tonight's game officially underway here at 7:53 p.m. here on this Saturday, February the 21st of 2026. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Yorktown winners of their last 6 games. Wapahani with victories their last few times out right now, as the Raiders have officially won 2 in a row. So Camden Bell will get the Raiders off and going here tonight. Again, it's had a heck of a week so far. 39-point performance there on Tuesday night here against Bethesda Christian. Then back that up with a 34-point performance last night on the road at Daleville. And again, I'm not saying, hey, we should expect that every night, but no doubt that's some darn good offensive production. Zoud here for 3. That is no good. Barnes with the rebound. Can't get the putback to go. That's going to be deflected out of bounds off the Tigers. So it is number 34, Sam Tokar, in the ball game. Again, they had Connor Roray as the starter here tonight. Again, at least that was what was listed in the book that we got from Yorktown. So I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Again, I just realized that. Bell no good. Leighton Spence right there with the rebound and the putback. Nicely done. Right place, right time, right finish. 4-0 start here for the Raiders. Again, it is pedal to the metal, start to finish tonight here for your Wapahani on both ends of the floor. There's number 4, Mason Trammell, will get the Tigers on the board here for the first time this evening. Trammell, a 6'1" junior. Carter Bell inside to Lewis, off balance shot, no good. Rebounded by Toker. But then the takeaway, and unfortunately Wapahani will come up empty. Zoud, the three is up, no good. Rebounded by Eli Andrews. He had another fine performance last night as well. I believe it was 12 points, 8 rebounds, if I remember correctly. Great outing there for the senior forward. Camden Bell, right side here to Spence, and we're going to have a foul underneath here at 5.5 mark. And that foul will be on number 3, Zayden Zoud. Will be his first, team's first here of the quarter. Inbounded here, Leighton Spence. And finally, is able to find Andrews. Cross court, Spence. Jump shot will be up and couldn't get the friendly roll to go. That was a good shot there by Leighton. Zoud underneath right there for 2. Toker right there with his first points on the night, evens it at 4. Popping the 3, Andrews. Just a touch too much on that one. Barnes, no good for 3, and we're going to have a foul here on Yorktown. That will be on number 34, Sam Toker. That's his first, team's second. So miscue there for the Tigers. As Wapahani will look to make him pay. Bell up top, Spence swung on to Lewis, now Andrews. Here on the near side of the floor, Lewis. He'll take the right side 3, and a little too strong. Bell can't get the putback to go, and it's going to be lost out of bounds off of Yorktown. So Leighton will inbound. Inbounds here to Camden Bell. Guarded by Trammell. Lewis swung on to Spence. Andrews down the far side wing. And him and Spence ran into one another. Hopefully they'll be all right. And both shaken up. So the bucket is good by Zoud. He will head to the charity stripe for one more. The foul there on Spence will be his first. Team's first of the night. So Connor Bell back, or not back into the ball game, seeing his first action of the ball game at least, though. Spence will have a seat and get checked out there by athletic trainer Tony Cox, very best in the business. So again, him and Eli bumped heads. Just a little bit of miscommunication underneath. Lewis up and good for 2. That was Connor Bell there, finding Lewis underneath. Corner shot is up and it's good. Number 11, Quentin Richmond from beyond the three-point line. So that will be his first points on the night, and that will give the Tigers now a 4-point lead at 10-6 with under 3.5 to play here in the first. Lewis up top here to Andrews. The curl here from Camden Bell. Dribbles here at the top of the key. Camden dribbles the left side of the lane, up with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Barnes, and off and running go the Tigers, led by Mason Trammell. And now we'll get a traveling violation. So that will be the third turnover now of the quarter here for Yorktown. So Leighton Spence has now made his way back to the Raider bench. Looks like he's been given the okay, which is good to see. Don't want to see anybody get hurt. Bell attacking the rack and gets the ball stuck. So the jump ball is technically the official ruling on something like that. And that will result in a alternating possession here to Yorktown. Then the Tigers here on the season so far, averaging right at nearly 55 points a game, 54.9. Allow 47.2. The three off the mark. Rebounded there by number 32, Ryan Burkholder. Barnes here at the top. Dribbles to the left side of the lane, gets Andrews up in the air, and kisses that one off the glass there for two to double up on the Raiders here in the first quarter at the 2:20 mark. Bell across the timeline, guarded by Trammell. Right side Andrews, near the right side elbow, underneath Bell. Kicks him back out to Carter. Carter now tries to find his way inside. Instead, will opt back the opposite way there with Andrews. Left corner three, Connor Bell is up, no good. Andrews with a rebound and still can't get the putback to go.
Substitution for both teams. In for Yorktown, number 12.
So it's out of bounds off of Wapahani. Hunter Rotherford now in for Wapahani for Yorktown. We'll see number 12, Zach Davis, check in for the first time tonight. And the lay-in, Barnes just goes to work right there and gets the finish he was looking for. That's now 4 points for Jabin Barnes on the night. Right side, Connor Bell dribbles to the free throw line, out here to the left side wing. Carter finds Rotherford, now on the Camden, out near half court. Again, patience is the virtue right here. Make sure we're taking good care of the basketball. That wasn't a bad shot there from Carter. Unfortunately, it just didn't fall. But again, being patient, staying under control. Zoud. Oh, with the up and under right there. Mercy. So a very strong first quarter here from Yorktown after being down 4-0 to begin the ball game. Oh, and a nice little 16-2 run. And Wapahani, unfortunately, has not had much of an answer for him on either end. As we'll have a foul here on number 32, Burkholder, his first. Team's third of the quarter. Leighton Spence now back into the ball game. Carter Bell will have a seat. So Leighton will inbound here into the backcourt. Connor Bell in command of the basketball. Nearly will turn that one over as we'll have a reach-in foul now on number 12. Zach Davis, his first. Team number 4 of the quarter. About 25 seconds to go right here. Lewis will re-enter the ball game here for Rotherford. And again, really, in all honesty right here, if you're Wapahani, again, this is just my frame of mind. I would hold for the last shot. You don't want to give the Tigers any more opportunities than what they've already had so far. You want to, at the bare minimum, only be down by 10 at the end of the first. And we end up turning it over. I'll be darned. That's our first turnover of the night. No good there by Barnes. Burkholder there with a put in. And that will do it here for the first quarter. An 18-6 start for the Tigers. At the end of one, we'll step aside and we'll be back here with your second quarter play here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here with our Selma American Legion post 437 game break. Again, it's Yorktown 18, Wapahani 6. As we head to the second quarter, it will be Yorktown basketball to open things up here in the second quarter of action. Again, if you're just tuning in here for the first time this evening, we want to say welcome to the WHS Network and thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday evening here with us. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And I was wrong on that, by the way. It is Wapahani basketball to open up the second quarter. But again, very appreciative of everyone for spending your Saturday night here with us, being supportive of us. Obviously, both teams here tonight. Great group of young men here on both sides. Very well coached as well. And a great start here from Yorktown. Again, you got to give credit where credit's due. Wapahani start off the game, first couple possessions right there. It looked pretty good, but unfortunately, shots have not fallen in our favor, and Yorktown has continued just to make it look easy here tonight. And from Wapahani's standpoint, right now you're down by 14 points. Okay, that is a 20-2 run. Some point in time, you got to be fed up with that. If not, you'll get left behind and quickly. And that will be out of bounds off the Tigers. So we'll see what kind of answer, if any, here from Wapahani that we'll see right here. I know these guys are disciplined enough, I think, to find a way out of this mess. But, right now in this given circumstance, we've got to start playing to our strengths. And we've got to be a little bit more aggressive, attacking the rim and being able to finish at the rim. See if we can draw some fouls. On the defensive end, I think we definitely have to be more aggressive on the defensive end as well. Bell there in the far side corner, dribbles along the baseline. And they say that he stepped on the baseline right there, and that will be turnover number 3 of the evening. Near side here, that's number 20, Noah Kelly. Toker, and that pass will be deflected. It's going to stay right here. Again, that was off the foot of Wapahani. Eli Andrews back in for the Raiders. Zoud back in for Yorktown. Connor Bell will have a seat here at this 6:19 mark. Trammell to the corner to Kelly. Back up top, Zoud. Underneath right here, Toker up, no good, but he's going to be fouled on the way up right there, so he will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul will be on Wapahani's number 12, Caleb Lewis. His first, team's first of the quarter. So the first one will be up, and it will be good. As we'll see Jabin Barnes back in for the Tigers, as well as Quentin Richmond. The second of 2 up and good as well. So make that now a 22-2 run from Yorktown. Carter Bell, no good for 2, but he is fouled on the shot. So he will head to the charity stripe there for a pair. The foul's on number 20, Noah Kelly. That's his first, team's number 1 of the quarter.
It is a shooting foul in
So again, any opportunity we have to collect points, Wapahani has got to take full advantage. The first one will be up and good. So first point of the night here for Carter Bell, sophomore guard here for the Raiders. The second of two will be up and money. So 2 for 2 on that trip to the line for Carter. Back down to a 14-point lead. Again, got to find a way to come away with some stops right here. For obvious reasons, you can't get all these points back at once. It's one possession at a time, as cliche as that is. But we've got to find a way to get stops. So the foul here on Wapahani, that is 0 Carter Bell, his first, team's second. Returning to the floor for Yorktown, number 4, Mason Trammell. And a touch over 5 minutes to go. And nearly turned over there by Yorktown, but Tokar will stay right there with it. Richmond dribbles right now, back up top here. Trammell out near the 10-foot volleyball line. Trammell works it around here to Zoud. Zoud now to Toker. Trammell top. Dribbles right side of the lane, gets Bell up in the air, and gets the finish for 2. So Lewis will foul Toker there underneath. So Lewis there with his second. Team number 3. So the first one will be up and good. Rodifer back in for Wapahani. For Yorktown, number 12, Zach Davis will check back in. No good there on the second one. And a nasty spill right there. Luckily, looks like everybody's going to be all right. Foul will be here on Yorktown's number 12, Zach Davis. His second, team second. I'm not sure how I got so far behind here on the clock, but nonetheless, 3:45. We was about a good 15 seconds off. No good right there for Carter Bell. And an offensive foul. Rodifer took one for the team. He was barreled over on that one. So foul there on Toker, his second. Team's third. Fourth turnover now of the ball game, and Wapahani will take the full timeout on the floor, and we will take a timeout here with them as we step aside. Again, it's Yorktown 25, Wapahani 8, with nearly 3.5 to play here in this first half, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back to Raider Basketball, presented here by Taylor Architects, Inc. Again, a proud sponsor and supporter of the WHS Network and Wapahani Athletics. Again, right at now, 3.5 to play here in this first half. Wapahani, we're going to see what we're made of here these last 3.5 minutes. If we can start to settle in a little bit more here offensively, come away with some points, get some stops. If we can narrow the gap from 17 to about 9 or 10 here by the break, that's definitely a step in the right direction. So Bell there with his second bucket here on the night, give him 4 points and a rebound. But if we can get this lead back down to about 8 to 10 points, I wouldn't be thrilled if I was. I'm sure that they won't. But again, better position than what they were in, that's for sure. So Wofford originally come away with a rebound and then turned it over. And then they will get the bucket and the foul. So the foul on Andrews, his first, team's fourth. And Barnes will now head to the line for one more. We'll see Connor Bell and Carter Bell, as well as Leighton Spence, Eli Andrews, Camden Bell on the floor. And here for Yorktown, we have Trammell, Richmond, Burkholder, as well as Barnes and Davis. Three is up and good. Connor Bell will make it rain from beyond the line. That'll be his first points on the night. Back down to a 15-point lead. Trammell, right corner three, tickles the twine again. Andrews takes it to the rim and gets the finish. So Eli there with his first points on the night. Now 31-15, 1:40 to go. And Trammell and the Tigers, there is no stopping them right now. I mean, this first half has been about as good as you can play. And the Raiders will turn it over again. Burkholder dribbles left, looking for Trammell. He'll get it to him here with 37 seconds to play. Get a very, very silent Wapahani crowd for obvious reasons. They're not in a very good position right here, right now. Turnover there by the Tigers. They're sixth here and a half. Camden Bell, no good. Eli can't get it to go. So Camden there with 6 points now. Go on with 2 rebounds. And a three-pointer good. So Zach Davis with the three right there. That will be his first points on the night. And that will send us to the half. It is Yorktown 38, Wapahani 17. Make sure to stick around. We'll have our halftime report coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators, tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy. We strive to bring a smile to their faces as they enter the next phase of their lives. Call Next Home Elite Real Estate today. We are here to help you.
All right, folks, welcome back here with our South American Legion Post 437 game break at the half. It's Yorktown 38, Wapahani 17 at the break. The score kind of speaks for itself. Those of you that have joined us here throughout this first half, the Raiders just have, just to be blunt about it, we've been outplayed in every facet of the game, defensively, offensively, rebounding. It's not been a good first half, no doubt about that. But that's why there are two halves to the game of basketball. First half is what it is. You got to put that in the rearview mirror. In the same token, though, you have to understand what needs to be corrected. What adjustments that have to be made. We've got to make them. These guys, they work hard. I know they work hard. And I'm sure it's it's extremely frustrating for them. I know, it's frustrating for those of us that are here watching them, but it's even more frustrating for them because, they're not out here trying to lose or trying to play poorly. That's sports. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. Not every game are you going to play great. Obviously, ideally, hopefully not every game you're going to play bad either, from anybody's standpoint. But first half, we just didn't fare too well. But we've got to come out here with a whole new mindset and a renewed vigor here in this second half. Not saying that we've given up by any means, but I don't know. And I said this in the JV game as well. It's always easy to play upbeat, to have that enthusiasm, that energy when you're winning a ball game. It's when you're losing is when you have to really dig deep within yourself and as a team and say, you know what, hey, enough is enough. What are we going to do to figure this out? We've still got to come out here with that same kind of energy, that same focus as we would if we're up by 20 or if we're down by 20. It doesn't make a difference. You've got to stay even keel. As much as that is very hard to do, that's what this team has to do in the second half. Stay even keel, take it one possession at a time, and, hopefully at the end of this, you might have a chance to win. You're not going to get all 21 points back at the same time or at one time. So hopefully the Raiders can figure it out. Yorktown's a tough team, no doubt about it, but so is Wapahani, and we'll see what adjustments will be made here at the break. So, folks, we'll go ahead and step aside. Again, this is our Southern American Legion Post 437 game break at the half. Yorktown 38, Wapahani 17 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back. Again, Brandon Morvillius here with your play-by-play call. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. 38-17. Yorktown leads it here as both teams starting to make their way back out onto the floor. Hope, again, all of you have had a wonderful, wonderful start to your weekend. And hopefully everybody has enjoyed the broadcast so far here tonight. It'll be Yorktown basketball. And, again, both teams... at least Yorktown is coming back out here with the original starting lineup. Wapahani, the only change is no Caleb Lewis on the floor at the moment. Connor Bell is on the floor here for the Raiders. And good start right here for Wapahani. Create a turnover. So first turnover of the half here in the opening possession here for Yorktown. Then they had 6 in the first half, so did Wapahani. Again, the only difference, again, the Tigers were just more effective on the offensive end. Zoud here on the near side wing. Barnes now in the corner. You can't see him, but he's over there. Zoud attacking the rim, back out. Barnes for 3. It's up and good. So Barnes now with 10 points on the night. Carter Bell up and good for 2. Nice take to the rim. Good little runner right there. Was able to get that one to go. 4 points now for Carter on the night. Richmond there with a handoff to Trammell. Now cross-court pass. Underneath, Toker. Backs down Spence. Gets great positioning right there. And unfortunately, Layton did what he could right there, but just, again, more physical right there and took advantage. So Bell good for 2. Camden now with 8 points. He had 6 first half points, go along with a couple of rebounds. Trammell to the corner to Barnes. Kicks it back out. Richmond swung on the Zoud. Now works it to the right side corner now. Barnes looking underneath, back out again, and now they're going to swing it around the perimeter. Zoud, I think he might have got away with a travel there potentially. Carter Bell that is, will come up there with his first rebound of the night. Andrews, a wide open three is up and good. Buries the Rainmaker. Second three of the night here for Wapahani. Eli now with 5 points. And we will get a timeout on the floor here from Yorktown. This will be a 30-second timeout, and we will stay right here with you all to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Big thanks here to Henry Community Health Director of Sports Medicine, Tony Cox. He's here to get our athletes back in a game and help them get better, stronger, and faster than ever before. He's a 1982 graduate of Ball State University and a 1983 graduate of Miami of Ohio University. He's also in his 19th year as Director of Sports Medicine and 47th year overall in the field. So for all of your rehab and recovery needs, contact Tony Cox with Henry Community Health Sports Medicine at 765-521-1131 and make your appointment now. So again, following the timeout there from Yorktown, they have 4 remaining. So does Wapahani. Trammell here at the top, dribbles left, the handoff to Zoud. Works it up top now. Toker looks underneath to Barnes. Now back to Toker again, lost the handle on it. Barnes works it up to Trammell for 3. No good. And that's going to be thrown out of bounds by Yorktown. Turnover number 2 of the half. Give them 8 on the night. Be inbounded here to Camden Bell. So bring it across the timeline. Down by 19. Got to be in attack mode right here. Not a bad shot there for Eli. Just unfortunately, yet again, it's been tough going to get things to fall for the Raiders on offense. Nice hands. Eli will get the takeaway and then the timeout. So that's already 3 turnovers here from Yorktown. Excellent job there from Eli. So again, the timeout from Wapahani. This will be their second charge timeout. And again, we'll go ahead and stay right here with you to once again thank some more of our sponsors. We'd like to send a big thanks here to Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Great teams, one with heart, hustle, communication, and trust. And those are some great values that Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. So again, here as we return from the timeout, 4:45 to play here in quarter number 3. As that pass inbounded here to Camden Bell. As he and the Raiders look to continue their offensive prowess right here. Andrews from beyond the three-point line once again. So Andrews is starting to catch fire here a little bit. That's now 6 points here within the first 3.5 minutes of this third quarter. And we're going to get a foul here on Leighton Spence. So Leighton will pick up his second, team's first of the quarter. Inbounded Barnes now to Trammell. In and out, no good. But the offensive board and then the putback. Again, a slight size advantage, height-wise and physically-wise, as Bell will be fouled. We'll see if it's going to be on the shot or not. And it will be on the shot, it looks like. So the foul on number 4, Mason Trammell. That's his first, team's number 1 of the quarter. So again, Camden Bell at the free throw line for 2 shots. And the first one will be up and good. Camden now with 9 points, 2 rebounds so far. The second of 2 will be up and good. Nicely done. So 10 points, 2 rebounds here for the senior guard, Camden Bell. It's a 45-29 Yorktown lead. Trammell out near half court. Dribbles left. Back to the right side. Here to Richmond. Now Barnes looking to go to work here on Andrews. Back to Burkholder on the far side wing. Barnes in the corner. That was, again, close to a travel right there. Kept that pivot foot down just long enough. Trammell attacking the rack. Won't get the finish. Carter Bell with his second rebound. Here come the Raiders up the floor. Camden Bell out to Carter. And unable to get the runner to go. So Trammell now with 13 points on the night. Left side wing 3, no good for Connor Bell. That was Burkholder there with a rebound. So another foul here on Leighton Spence. His third, team second. And so we'll see Caleb Lewis check back in. Surprisingly, Connor Bell will have a seat. Kind of thinking that Spence might be heading to the bench now with 3 fouls. No good. Camden Bell again fighting through everything underneath and just could not come away with the basketball. So it stays right here with Yorktown. And that will be a Tigers turnover, their 4th. Andrews will pop the 3. In and out, no good. Camden Bell pulling the trigger and knocks that one down. First 3 of the night. Give him 13 points now. Nice denial there from Carter Bell. Gets the deflection. Richmond inside, unable to get the floater to go. And we'll have a loose ball, and instead we'll have a foul. And this will be on Wapahani's Caleb Lewis, his 3rd, team's 3rd. So now you have him and Spence both with 3 fouls. So now Connor Bell will check back in. So does Hunter Rodifer. So Lewis and Spence both have a seat. So forced the turnover right there. That is the 5th turnover now of this 3rd quarter here for Yorktown. Yet again, Wapahani's got to find a way to make him pay for that turnover, though. Nice rise-up shot right there from Carter. So Carter Bell now with 7 points. Big-time shot right there, so gets Wapahani now back within 14. And then the nice easy lay-in again for Burkholder. Getting great positioning right there. Camden Bell dribbles, kicks to the left side corner. Connor Bell for three. That is no good. And now Wapahani will turn it over. The unfortunate part is, again, Wapahani, when we start to seem to take one or two steps forward, then we're knocked back 3 steps. And it's just, unfortunately, just a constant thing that we've seen here throughout the evening. Give credit where credit's due here for Yorktown. So the foul on Connor Bell, his first, team's fourth. 19 seconds and counting here in the third. Barnes there at the left high post. Hand off to Trammell. The three is up. No good. Nice block out. And then a rebound there for Andrews, his fourth on the night. Closing moments right here. Nothing there, and that's going to do it here for this third quarter. At the end of three, Yorktown 53, Wapahani 35. Stick around, fourth quarter play coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back in tonight's Raider basketball presented by Taylor Architects, Inc. Again, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Again, we would like to send a shout out here this evening to Barbara Wilmoth, again watching us all the way from South Carolina. And as always, our good friend Pastor Jim Ballinger and his wife Janie. Appreciate you guys as well watching from Missouri. So Carter Bell with the bucket right there. Now gives him 9 points, and then the lay in there for 2 more. So Yorktown has definitely been a little more turnover prone. But Wapahani's, again, they're down by 14 points, but we've got to catch fire here. Not only from an offensive standpoint, but just, again, mindset-wise. As I mentioned earlier, I tell you, I think we've definitely played better. But, we're definitely going to have to get things rolling right there. And that was a darn good shot right there from Camden Bell. That's a second three on the night now, 16 points, 10 here in this second half. But then again, as I've said, every time we get a little bit of momentum, it's right back the other way. And again, give credit there, Yorktown. Yes, they've had their troubles with a little bit of turnovers. But they've continued to still be very active. They're out here playing their tails off. And right now in the driver's seat. No good there for Kelly. Rebound there from Carter Bell. It's his third here on the night. Davis for 3. No good. Kelly there on the backside rebound. Now to Trammell. Kelly for three. No good, but then another offensive rebound and then the putback and one. So the foul on Carter Bell, that's his second. Team's second. And the free throw good there for Davis. So give him 6 points here on the night. We'll see Barnes back in the ball game for Yorktown. Richmond on here to Davis. Back up top. Richmond out near half court. Now swung on. Trammell finds Barnes there on the low right block. Goes to work on Spence. Goes up, misses it, gets his own rebound. And another and one. I don't know how many they've had of those tonight, but it seems like there's been at least, I would have to say at least 7, maybe 8 of those. Heck, there's been 3 in the last handful of possessions. And free throw up and good there for Barnes. Converts on the 3-point play. So the timeout on the floor. This will be taken here by Yorktown. We will step aside for a timeout as well. 63-42 is your score here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, welcome back here to Indiana High School boys basketball. Wapahani and Yorktown here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. Again, Yorktown with a now 19-point lead. Here in the closing moments, over 5 minutes left. And Wapahani's had the lead down to, I believe it's about 13 or 14 points here in the second half. But you know, as I've already alluded to, it just seems like, again, Wapahani will take 2 steps forward and then get knocked back 5. You know, it's just got the best, nicest way, I guess, to say it. Guys are out there working their tails off, no doubt. You know, this is one of those hard-fought physical ball games. It's just hasn't been in the cards for us, unfortunately, so far. And it happens. No good there for Bell. Rebounded by Barnes. Here comes Kelly. Down 4 here to Richmond. Richmond now finds Trammell. Again, I would assume right here if you're Yorktown, would be looking to take time off the clock. Instead, they turn it over. You know, you're playing here with a 24-point lead. I'm not saying necessarily take the foot off the gas, but you know, take some time off the clock, and you know, you're up by 24 points. Which, I mean, you know, granted, it's a good thing here if you're Wapahani. You know, I mean, getting another takeaway right there, getting another opportunity. Andrews, step back 3, no good. Camden Bell will corral the rebound. They'll be up and good there for 2 more. And Bell again with 2 more after another takeaway. So another strong second half by Camden Bell. Had 6 first half points. Now has 16 second half points.
Fouls on Wapahani, number 3, Leighton Smith. 14 fouls in the quarter. Checking in again for Wapahani. Number 0, Carter.
Okay, so they said that the foul was on Leighton Spence. So that ended up being his 5th, team's 4th, so he is done for the ball game. So the first one will be good here for Toker. And now number 32, Ryan Burkholder, will check back in. Kelly will have a seat. The second of 2 will be up. No good. Rebounded there by Quentin James. Seeing his first action here of the night.
Two-point basket, number 41, Jacob Ball.
Riley Swift for 3. Tickles the twine. Yes.
Number 4, Riley Swift.
And that will be an offensive foul. Andrews taking one for the team. So the foul here on Trammell, his second. Team's first here of the quarter. Give them 9 second half turnovers, 15 turnovers on the night. Bell, downtown money. Give him 25 points, along with 3 rebounds. Up 4 here, Richmond to Burkholder. That pass taken away. And out of bounds, they say off of Wapahani. No good right there by Trammell. Coker, though, with another rebound and put back. 16 points there on the evening there for the big man. Turnaround jumper, no good for Carter Bell. We're going to get a timeout here from Wapahani. That will be their 3rd charge timeout here of the evening, 75-54. We'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
(75-54). Yorktown leads Wapahani here with $1:34 to play. Again, we want to thank you guys again here for spending your Saturday evening here with us. Again, if you're a Wapahani fan, a Yorktown fan, or again just a basketball fan just wanting to tune in tonight, we want to say thank you. And hopefully all of you have enjoyed tonight's broadcast. In closing moments right here, again, the Raiders did make a couple more changes. Ethan Bragg and Noah Olson back in the ball game. We're actually seeing their first action tonight, but Hunter Rodifer back in the ball game. Rodifer gives way to Olson. Now Bragg. Swift, the right side three. No good. Burkholder with the rebound. And the Tigers will head back the other way with, again, just a touch over a minute to play. But I would imagine here, they'll go ahead and get their subs in the ball game. They'll sub out their starters. And Graham Cook will now come in for Wapahani. And we'll go get a 30-second timeout here from the Tigers. So again, we'll stay right here with you during the timeout. We will have our Raiders Live post-game show at the conclusion of this one here tonight. Again, it won't be a very long one, but we'll have a brief Raiders Live post-game show following the conclusion of tonight's varsity action here this evening. Again, with a $1:03 to play, 75-54. Again, Yorktown basketball returning here from timeout. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Again, it's number 10, Zuko Malongwana, as well as number 24, Luke Cahoe. Also number 20, Noah Kelly. Number 13, Gabe Cox. And number 22, I believe that might be Micah Brooks in for Yorktown. So you couldn't see it, but and the ball ricocheted off of Wapahani and out of bounds. We'll see DJ Seagraves now in for the Raiders. Cox from the free throw line, back out here. Now the handoff to Longwana. No good. Graham Cook will corral the rebound, his first here of the night. Right here, if you're Wapahani, if you're going to take a shot, I'd wait till the last second. Well, that's fine. Graham Cook there for 2. That's his first points on the night. And that will do it. Your final score here this evening, the Yorktown Tigers 75, the Wapahani Raiders 56. Again, please stick around. We'll have our Raiders Live postgame show coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. gets her swinging for strike 3. A job well done by Zoe Koger, getting the strikeout for out 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field, and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. All right, folks, welcome back here with our Raiders Live post-game show, again presented by Some American Legion, post 437. Again, your final score here this evening, the Yorktown Tigers 75, your Wapahani Raiders 56. A tough one here tonight for the Raiders. I'll just leave it at that. Learn, get better from it, and because, you can't sit here and sulk over it. It is what it is. We just didn't play well enough. I thought the guys played hard. It was physical, hard-nosed style ball game. We just, like I said, we just unfortunately just didn't do enough tonight to win. And nights like that will happen. That doesn't make it acceptable or any easier, but it happens. And so yeah, we'll I'm sure these guys will look to regroup and get back after it, and look to get back their winning ways next Friday night. That will be the final game of the season. So they will be taking on the Shenandoah Raiders. Does Wapahani right here from Raider Gymnasium. It'll be senior night as well. So it'll be a great night of high school boys basketball. Shenandoah's got a very, very good team this year. So that will be a tough battle coming up there next Friday night on February the 27th, right here from Raider Gymnasium. Final line score here this evening for the Raiders. We were led here tonight by Camden Bell, had a team-high 25 points and 3 rebounds. Next up here we have Carter Bell, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Eli Andrews with 8 points and 4 rebounds. Then let's see here. We have Connor Bell with 3 points, Riley Swift with 3 points. Then we have Graham Cook with 2 points and 1 rebound. We have Caleb Lewis with 2 points. And then Hunter Rodifer and Quentin James both with 1 rebound each, for the grand total of 56 points scored for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, as I mentioned, the Raiders will be back at it next Friday night, right back here at home, as they take on Shenandoah JV. Start time 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. We hope you all tune in there for that. Again, you can catch it live right here on the WHS Network. Again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors. We can't do what we do without you. So appreciate all of our sponsors here this evening. And a big thank you to all of you for spending your Saturday night here with us. I know that everyone can always, find something better to do, but we sure do appreciate the support, not only for us, but more importantly, the student athletes out there on the floor for both Wapahani and for Yorktown. A great group of young men on both sides, and very well coached as well. Justin Olam, he's got them going in the right direction, and they are playing some very, very good basketball right here at the right time. So all the very best there to Yorktown. I can say the same thing here for Wapahani, though, as well. Great group of guys. Well coached, very well coached there by Jeff Andrews and his coaching staff. And just got to look to get better and stay hungry and be ready for the next challenge next Friday night here at home against Shenandoah. So thanks again for tuning in here tonight. Again, until next Friday night here from Raider Gymnasium, I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.